Here we are driving to Abner Mattis's workout for the Leo Santa Cruz rematch. Say hello, Sin.
Hi guys. Whoa, yo. I'm driving. Sorry.
So keep your eyes on the road right now.
All right, guys. So trash can because I hit.
Yeah, I know. We did almost hit a trash can.
I think there's like sniper stuff on the 91.
Yeah, you see that, right?
Yeah.
It was like.
Yeah, it's really.
Be
strange.
careful on the 91. It's like I don't know.
I think I watched way too many movies.
What's that tarp thing called that they use in the army that we? Do a quick review about the weekend's fight. Sin was in New York.
Yes, I was.
I was watching at home. So Sin, tell us, just kind of review. The result.
Fight week was great in New York. It was, anything with Loma is a lot of fun, but this one was different because there was a chance that, Loma was the underdog in this one, but everyone treated him.
Really, he was an underdog? I thought he was favored.
No, he was favored, but he wasn't the champion with the belt. So, but they treated him like he was a champion.
Right.
But he was really the one that was trying to get the belt from Linares.
Right.
So
moving
it was really,
up a weight division.
I mean, the 9 pounds that he gained, jeez. I'm glad he did it because he looked stronger. He looked faster. He just looked really good in the ring. And we're talking about Linares, who's 44? And 3? And 22 knockouts or something? And Loma's only
Big
8.
guy.
Or now 9, what is it, 9
I think
knockouts?
Like
yeah, 10,
11
no.
No, 11 and 1.
I can't remember. I have so many things in my head.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. You guys check out my actual interview with Loma on Ring TV because it was probably one of my favorite interviews with Loma.
She got a lot of one-on-ones, so check that stuff out for sure.
We don't hate on Loma, and because people are just haters. They don't want to. They have their favorites. Everyone has their favorites, but
I will say it's kind of a culture shock being a boxing fan myself, even for a long time. Not to say this is the reason why people should hate on them, but I feel like it's having European fighters do so well in boxing. I think is very new. I think, or I feel it's new. I don't know. Like how many?
Not to me. Ever since I watched Rocky 4.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Well, obviously, like, the Klitschko's have, like, kind of paved the way.
You know what?
But I'm saying, like, lighter skin, like, I'm sorry, like, lighter weight class. Like, there are lighter skin also, but, like, lighter weight class fighters like that, I feel like haven't been great and been European, I think, in a long time. Like, I mean, obviously, Kazaki was great. Ricky Hatton had his time, too. But I'm talking about, like, these guys being English, so, you know what I mean? It's like Eastern European.
Eastern European guys. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always said that the Eastern Europeans that like people, all of them that come out there, it's like the water they drink. It's they're natural. Oh, what's his name? Fuzz. He just fought on the undercard. Dude, what a knockout! It's one of Boxing Laboratory. Egas guy, Abror.
I think it's too, isn't it? Or something?
He's with Egas. That's one of. It was a freaking crazy knockout, and
no, they're here. Not even they're coming. They're here already. Yeah,
and Egas is just like grinding out. Hearn just signed a kid from UK, a good kid. Did you see him? He fought, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago.
I don't know.
Very good. Don't remember his name though, but he was.
On the Jacobs card.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't know what he is. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but.
It was good stuff. Very good stuff. And even I just realized Christina Hammer. She's from Kazakh, but she was raised in Germany, so she considers herself more German.
She's beautiful too.
She's hot.
Yeah,
she's also featured on ringtv.com. Michael Woods from New York, my colleague, wrote a whole thing about her. I would love to see her. She was supposed to fight Maricon, or apparently it was allegedly.
What was her name? Are you sure?
Maricon. Sorry, Mari.
I don't think that was the name. I didn't even know that's what you were talking about.
Mari. My bad. That was a slip. She was supposed to fight, but apparently, I don't even know the story. There was no fight, but there was
they decked each other or something.
Yeah,
I said something. I heard something about that. She's in line to fight Clarissa, I've heard.
Yeah. I mean,
Clarissa's
everyone wants to fight Clarissa. Clarissa has to go down in weight because no one's her size.
And I think she could do it. I feel like she has the body type that she could still lose.
Yeah, and she's young. But I love Christina. Christina, she's a hottie.
Yeah, she's very heavy on social media too. Follow her.
Yes, she is. She has
Lady
Hammer.
Yeah, she's good on on social media. Check her
She has her
out.
own like fitness clothing line, a bunch of stuff, and I love following her. Christina, if you ever are in the States, let me know. I want to interview you.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Dying to interview you.
Me too. Well, let's get back to Loma.
Yeah, Loma, sorry. But no, overall it was a really good fight. Linares, you know, it was a good fight. He just came up short.
Let's talk about the size difference. Linares looked so big
there was
in the
a
ring.
story that somehow, and Robert Diaz clarified it in the post-fight presser, that he blew up to 170. He hydrated, and Loma only hydrated to 140, like
142 or
something very, very small. And Robert's like, what are you talking about? Because someone asked that. He's like, who told you that? He did not. Right now, if I'm looking at Linares, he's like 142, 143, something like that. But the story of 170, I didn't see 170, but he did look a lot bigger than Loma.
I wouldn't give it 150. 150 maybe though. I mean,
maybe.
You know, like 150, 152.
Yeah.
Maybe. He was easily the bigger guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, if you could make 135 the day before, he made it healthy. I mean, go ahead, you could do it.
But you know, I guess size actually didn't really matter in this case.
It really didn't.
I mean, he dropped Loma in the 4th round.
6th, I believe. 6th, yeah.
6th, yes, that's right.
Because I remember thinking, I mean, first, you know, let's talk about the shock that was. I remember when I saw that.
Oh, you're telling me.
Oh shit! Like,
I didn't. First time dropped in his career, and it just popped like that right hand. They said he was too overconfident. Could have been true, but you know, they traded.
Honestly,
they really traded in the ring.
Yeah, I think that honestly was something that Linares saw. Like, whenever Loma comes in, kind of double jab, and you know he's not trying to. He's more just like a rangefinder.
Yeah.
I think they said like in between jabs, just shoot the right hand in the middle, step to the side and shoot the right hand in the middle, and you saw like it was almost like second instinct. Like as soon as Linares saw the first jab, he like slipped side right after it and popped the straight right hand right down the middle.
Because I mean, I remember Loma did like a quadruple jab at one point, and then his combos, his angles, and I was like, damn, I bet you Linares is like, whoa, man, this kid is like, he's in 2 places at one time, basically. You know?
No, seriously.
And I remember
his footwork is amazing.
Yeah,
all the time.
And it's true. I think it's very, very true. As I was a professional dancer when I was younger, so when I see his footwork, I'm like, those are like those are dance moves. Like they call change. Like I see it. So boxers out there, go take a dance. Go take
do dance classes.
Yeah.
I want to say Holyfield did ballet around the time of his trilogy with like Riddick Bowe. So there is something
very good.
Yeah.
Ballet is very good for football players to be light on your feet.
And you get so much strength in your foot that like maybe you didn't get like you have. And so that all your power comes from like your legs.
And ballet's not just for like bitches, guys. Come on. Look at it. Look at the ballerina's body.
I want to say The Rock's done ballet.
Yeah. The Rock.
There's something to that for sure.
I mean,
but,
Twinkle Toes. I always call Loma Twinkle Toes.
His footwork is amazing. His angles were amazing. I mean, but it was just a great fight. Like there was the threat of Linares always catching. Linares was in the fight during the whole fight. I thought like he was putting hands on him. He wasn't like when Loma started landing shots on him, he wasn't like timid, like, oh crap, it's happening. He was like, no, he was fighting back. He was working.
It was weird. This is the first time like when after, you know, usually when you get dropped, you kind of like dwindle down, and as much energy that they were both going through, it was like Loma just turned it up a notch. Yeah. So did what's his face, Linares. He was coming back with combos in like the latter part of the round, and I was like, shit, good for him. But it was that nasty liver shot that got him.
I will say, just going back to the knockdown, I did notice, and I will say I think other people will notice, obviously, especially Mikey, and we're going to talk to Mikey Garcia, Abner Matas, or maybe not Mikey, I'm sorry, we'll talk to Robert today for sure, and Abner Matas, hey.
Poison,
and so,
sorry,
we'll talk to these guys about that too, but I did notice, I don't know if you noticed, but when, after Linares dropped him, I want to say that was towards the end of the round, and then when the 7th round came around, Lomachenko was a little like timid a little bit, and I felt that Linares didn't kind of go after him the way he should have. If we're talking about Mikey, that's a different story, I think.
There was one, I forgot what round, and I remember telling Boxing Bully from New York, I go, did you see that Linares, like, he pulled back, he looked scared at one point, I was like, did you catch it? He's like, yeah. It was very, very strange.
Yeah, it was just, he had never been there before. I don't think he's been dropped even as an amateur. I want to, Lomachenko.
Loma, he got dropped once.
As an amateur?
Yeah, because the guys next to me were all, it was a Reddit interview. He was dropped once. And in his amateur career, he lost once, and he
got dropped.
He got,
the amateur loss he had, he got dropped?
I don't know if he got dropped in the amateur loss, but he made up for that loss. So technically he's undefeated.
No, but it's a very rare place for him to be. Like it's like he was very. I mean, even if it happened once or it happened twice total in his career, that's. And then this, obviously the first time in a professional fight. So this big dude has small gloves and he's coming after you now.
Yeah, it was very shocking.
So
it was very. But okay, before that, did you?
But it was good experience for him. I thought for sure.
The entrances, I got them. I mean, being there live was insane. It was just all of Madison Square Garden. It was, I mean, you have all of Loma's people, and he's the one that he's a challenger. Right. That place was just like, and the lights, the music. I mean, I was the feels, man. I was just getting the chills. I was having the feels, and that was just with Loma. And then Linares came out, and oh God, it was just like I wanted to cry because it was just being there to honor some. I mean, it was such an honor for me to watch two guys, the best.
At the top,
and I was like, now this is what boxing is all about.
It really had that feel. Even watching it on TV, it had that feel of like, we're watching two great lightweights about to go at it. And a little more so, I thought, because it wasn't just like maybe two great lightweights. Like Lomachenko has that aura of like, this is the once-in-a-lifetime type fighter we're watching.
Yeah,
and you're watching him against
so special.
His biggest challenge easily. It's the lightweight champion of the world who's reigned for like, I want to say 5 years or something like that as the lightweight champion.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those like, it just had one of those moments like this is somebody's career moment right here, like a boxing moment in time we're about to watch.
I just totally missed it. Whatever.
Oh, we did?
No, but it was history in the making because he
was.
He the first boxer to ever win 3 belts in 3 different divisions in
like 10 fights. Or
the shortest amount of fights, and it was good. It was like one of those fights that it felt so good to be there and just watch it all over, and we just could not stop watching the replay, and I was like, wow.
Talk about that body shot. And I think also partially what makes Loma so difficult.
Because I haven't seen it on TV, I only saw it live, and when he got dropped, the count, was he up at 8 or 10? And that, because I know Linares said something, and I couldn't really hear, but that if he felt it was a little premature that the ref stopped it. I want to say he was getting up at like... But he bent over like he was tired.
I actually don't remember. Did any of you guys know?
Yeah.
I can't remember right now if he... I want to say he was getting up. No, I think he was down the whole time.
No, but there was like, he got up and then he goes, "Are you okay?" And then he's like, "Yes." I don't know if he said yes. There was no response from what people said. And he bent over like he was stretching, which I can understand. And then the ref called it off.
Yeah. No,
the ref said, and a lot of the guys, boxing guys were talking about, they said, the ref has every right to stop it if he sees that he can't.
That he's out of it.
Yeah, so when people say Linares quit, I don't think he quit.
No, he didn't quit. No, for sure.
After what he went through, why would you quit when you're you dropped him?
You can drop him. Yeah. There's no way. It was not. You cannot compare what happened to him to what happened to like Rigondeaux or Walters, where they just made a conscious decision to like, I'm out of here. Like,
Peace.
Like Linares is like lunch from like 3 days ago was rattling in his stomach, and he was like, I think I'm done. So no way. It definitely was not a quit job for sure.
Yeah.
But the way, I think not only is Lomachenko special with his footwork and everything, but kind of like Manny Pacquiao, like he's left-handed, so it creates even more of a problem. Like
Well, but you know what Linares said? He's fought 2 southpaws, so
Yeah.
so he was like, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But the one thing he was like, I want to just see his power. I want to see how crazy his footwork is, like what it's like to tango in the ring.
He saw, yeah.
Yeah, he saw it.
But credit to Linares. I mean, I still think Linares has a lot left, so I still wouldn't mind seeing him against some of these guys.
This was this was a true test for both of them.
Right.
And I would, you know, people would love to see a rematch.
I wouldn't mind a rematch.
I wouldn't mind it. It was so good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a rematch. And I want to say, I don't know if you know if these rumors are true or not, or if you guys, anybody watching those, but is Garcia, what's the kid Adrian Broner's boy, Robert Easter, is that official or is that just rumors right now?
I don't know, but you hear Mikey Garcia is signing apparently with Eddie Hearn with not for the new stream that Eddie Hearn has Dan's in.
He shouldn't go to 140. Someone's asking about if Loma should go to 140.
No,
not yet.
No, not yet. He just got to 135.
Yeah.
And let's see what he can do.
Yeah. Let's let him take over that.
Yeah, let him saturate and see how good he is.
Yeah.
But I remember reading his father doesn't want him going for 140 just yet. Like.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I know. You know, you get to a division, try to clean out your division.
Right. Yeah. And unfortunately, Loma's problem is he tries to do that until just absolutely no one will fight him, and then that's when he leaves because he's like, all right, if no one's gonna fight me here, then I'm gonna go somewhere else. Loma's doing it the right way. Obviously, it'd be better if he actually could clean out these divisions, but when these guys are asking for too much money or just maybe promotionally it doesn't work, then he's literally doing what every boxing fan wants. It's like, okay, we'll find the next tough guy, and he's doing it.
I asked Bob, I go, when you offered this fight to him, what was the reaction, like how quick, or did he have to like sit and think about it? He's like, I asked him, and he's like, boom, yes, like didn't even think about it. He was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, because you just know that there's no other fighters in your division. It's like,
there's nobody else. You got to go.
Yeah.
Like, or I mean, not even there's nobody else. I'm sure there's people there. Like obviously, Rigondeaux was at 122, but if you're not going to fight him, like once these guys refuse to fight him, he has to go somewhere else.
Yeah, like he said, he goes, I'm creating my legacy, so I have to see what I can do with myself. And if you stay stagnant at a certain weight class and you've pretty much fought everyone, what's the point?
Yeah, you got to keep challenging yourself. But I think he's good at 135. Obviously, there's the biggest challenge at 135, which is Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, I'm glad he went back down. He did great. He did really good against Lipinets, but.
Well, 135 is his
135,
division.
and even Robert said I would like for him to stay at 135, but that's my brother's decision.
Yeah.
From what I heard, it is true about Easter, but I can't say it is.
Yeah, I guess
I just read
today, it. Which is a good fight. I actually like that.
I like it. Unification.
Unification. Easter's a tall ass dude. But I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. So I like to see that.
Let's wrap that up. Let's talk about Munguia. Let's talk about this boy, yo.
Man.
Okay, he was that name was floating around for Gennady. I have to admit, I did not know anything about him. I just knew that
Prospect of the year.
Yeah, he's undefeated, but he didn't fight anyone known. That's why the commission said no, which I
he wasn't ranked either.
After I saw that, holy bananas.
Yeah.
The kid can punch. He's
classically good look. Like, who he reminded me of, but with more control, more like boxing, presence. Margarito kind of.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like he kind of like he had that pressure. He had that kind of like
very big pressure fighter.
The pre-Cotto Margarito, where you know what I mean, where his shots were heavy. Maybe Margarito for another reason, but like he had those heavy thudding shots. But he had more of a box, like maybe not necessarily Juan Manuel Marquez. Like he wasn't that classically good, but more of a boxing, like straight up, like let me keep my hands up, let me,
but you have to
remember, what I mean?
He's 21 years old too.
Imagine
he's that big,
well spoken.
Yeah,
I like that kid a lot.
Yeah, he's just very humble.
No,
and
I like that kid a lot.
It's like he almost reminds me of very, very young Gennady. Very humble.
I kind of thought the same thing. Yeah.
And like the size, I was like, man, this kid is only gonna go. It's gonna get bigger and better.
Yeah.
And even when they asked at the end of the thing, who do you want? He's like, anyone,
Yeah.
I'm a champion. And imagine you go in there. It's like Ali when he won the belt against Cotto.
Tank's a good fight.
Yeah. That
Tank's
one,
a good fight. I think Tank's at 130, right? Yeah.
well, they said, you know, everyone's like, well, Davis will will win Loma or vice versa. You know what?
That's actually a really good fight.
I think Loma is too quick compared to Davis, but Davis is pretty strong. I don't know. I mean, I have to like really watch Tank and.
Yeah, I need to watch a little more of Tank. The thing about Tank, unfortunately, and my mind just kind of does this, which maybe you boxing fans and maybe you yourself, like my mind just automatically, if you're PBC, I almost don't expect you to fight anyone outside of PBC. Like, so my mind automatically.
Period.
or like fight more than once every year and a half or something like that. And I love people. I love all these fighters, but I just wish we could see them more. Yeah. So unfortunately, my mind separates these guys from like any other promoters guys. So I don't even put these matchups together in my mind.
But you see why with Eddie Hearn, you guys have to watch that interview because he talks about the streaming service. He's like, I'm looking to do 16 fights a year. And especially, I'm looking for fighters that are unsigned. And I was like...
He named a lot of PBC cuts.
Yeah. I said PBC.
Tank is a real deal.
I was like, Al Heyman, beware. He's like, you said it. I did. I'm like, well, it's true. I mean, these fighters want to fight.
Yeah,
you can't just sit in a stable and just wither away.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to see...
How much would you love to see? Hello. Well, that house is too close to that. We're in Riverside. We are in Cowtown.
Ali, oh wait, has Ali? No, Cotto was the last fight.
Yeah,
he was feeling himself.
But see, that's the thing is that he was just like what Max Kellerman said. He went in there. They got Ali as a fight for Cotto, as like a
tune-out.
Yeah, not a tune-out, but like a
sacrificial lamb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they thought Munguia, oh, this will be an easy win because, yeah, right.
I do think HBO realized how much of a real deal Munguia was once they kind of looked at his stats, like, oh, Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. Oh, hey, he's 21. Prospect of the Year, yeah. You know, 28-0
let's
with
be
24.
careful, that's Loma's.
Oh, yeah. Like 28-0 with 24 KOs. Like, I think once they started researching him and they were kind of like, oh, maybe this is like a better fighter than we thought. I heard a rumor recently, just this morning, I want to say, that supposedly Munguia is going to fight Beefy Smith. The fight that was originally supposed to happen?
Yeah, that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's I like that fight.
Because he got sick with skin disease.
Some skin disease, yeah.
So he's a mandatory because, and I'm curious to see how that fight will pan out.
But I mean, give Munguia a year, and I think we should put him in the names with the Jermell, Charlo at that weight, and Hurd, and those guys, like Lara maybe even. Like, yeah, he's going to fight these guys. He should be fighting these guys in about a year or so.
God, imagine if he fought against Gennady. Woo.
Oh, yeah. He's big enough, yeah.
He's big enough, but the age difference.
Cotto did get injured in that fight. Yeah, he tore his bicep. We're actually on the way to Robert Garcia's gym
Abner Modis' workout.
Abner Modis. So if you guys have any questions about Modis' fight coming up or anything to ask Robert, let us know. But yeah, we're headed to that. Supposedly they're going to put media through a workout. I don't know about that one. But hey!
Oh, hey, you remember the song?
Of course.
We've been listening to 90s music.
But yeah, so Munguia was definitely a highlight of the weekend for sure. Yeah, I'm excited to see that kid. What else happened this weekend?
Azad Hovhannisyan and Ray Vargas.
Oh, yeah.
That was a straight brawl.
That was a good fight. That was like one of those old, like Max was saying it on the telecast, it was one of those old school boxing after dark fights. Like, they just got like a hungry contender, like a young champion.
I just thought like that's a scrap you see on the street. Like, forget it. They don't even remember they're in a ring. Yeah, they're just going balls.
Like a drunk fight that no one's gonna remember the next day.
And like it was like that fight had everything. Wrestling, like they kept getting thrown to the floor. Azat went through the ropes.
Yeah.
A lot of hitting behind the head.
I didn't like that one scorecard. It was like 118, 110, I think it was.
Oh, the very first one?
Yeah. Even the 117, I thought Azat won a good 4 or 5 rounds. You could give. I will say, I did think he lost the fight, but nah, he didn't win only 2 rounds. No, he won a good 4 rounds at least.
He won the last 2 rounds for sure, and like 2 in between. I want to say 2 and 3. I want to say when he clocked Ray Vargas and like pushed him back. 2. I know he won 2 for sure because Vargas went down. Vargas went down in the first round, but he won that round still because he pressed forward. He was able to.
Vargas went down?
Yeah, he well, not down, like.
He got caught.
He got caught quick.
Yeah. I kind of like 122 right now. Like, unfortunately, like Jesse Magdaleno had a good fight with that guy Dogbo.
Everyone underestimated Dogbo.
Yeah,
no
everyone
one knew who he
underestimated
was.
Dogbo, yeah.
And
which I'd love to see that rematch first. I'd love Jesse to try to get some get back on that one.
But it's hard. Jesse didn't fight for so long.
Yeah, it was like a year, over a year off or something.
What was
like
it?
That.
Hand?
Yeah, like a hand injury.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see that rematch. But shoot, I mean, I'd like to see Azad against either one of those cats. Even a well, maybe not a Vargas rematch, but I don't know. I like 122 in that little. Like there's some good little scraps to make if promotional issues will work out.
I hope so. That was a good fight.
But no, it was definitely good.
And then what we have?
That's already 25 minutes.
I know.
We can knock this out easy.
I know. We have Adonis Stevens.
Oh yeah, so this coming weekend, let's talk about this coming weekend.
Badu.
So, yeah, Badu Jack versus Stevenson. That's good. Talk to Kovalev. That interview is on my channel, but he's definitely is clearly rooting for Badu Jack because he's tired of chasing who he calls Chickenson all the time. Yeah, we're going to Robert Garcia's gym, brother. But yeah, so he always calls Adonis and Steven Chickenson. So he's definitely rooting for Badu Jack because he feels, well, maybe I can get a strap fighting Badu Jack. But that's a good fight. I like that fight. And then also, and then the other fight, Gary Russell Jr. versus Jojo Diaz.
Yeah.
That should be a good fight. I mean, Jojo's is ready. He's gonna be. Gary Russell's coming off. I want to say Gary Russell, kind of what we're talking about other PBC fighters. Like he fights unfortunately once every 2 years or something like that. Yeah. I wish that wasn't the case. Trust me, I'd love to see more PBC fighters. But I think actually Gary Russell's thing is more he's had injuries. I think, but anyway, are you doing your makeup on my phone?
Yeah, because we're almost there.
So but yeah, I'm excited about that fight. That should be good. Gary Russell's hand speed is going to be kind of an issue at first, but Jojo's a tough kid. Has fast hands himself, so I'm excited about that. Coverage on Jojo Diaz is also on my channel, so check that out. There's actually a UFC this weekend too. I can't remember, but
I heard about that.
Maya versus Usman. I think that should be a good fight anyway. But what's this? You think Martin Murray has a chance against Saunders?
Against Saunders?
That's not this weekend, is it? When is that?
I think it is. No, that's June.
Selby is this weekend against Harrington or something. Yeah.
Oh, you guys you guys won't be able to see it unless you have like UK stuff. That girl Nicola Adams that I interviewed, I love her. She's the only female boxer that the Queen gave the Queen awarded her 2 medals.
Really?
She's the only female boxer and the only boxer that has a Barbie doll after her.
No way.
It's dope. Watch it on
What's her name?
Nicola Adams.
The former Olympian.
Yeah, that was Marlon's ex. It was like drama.
I think she.
I love Nicola Adams.
I believe she beat Marlene. Well, like in some amateur thing, and then Marlene could go to the Olympics after that or something. I thought I heard something about that.
I don't know. I just know there was I interviewed her after at Snack, and that girl I like her.
Yeah, Nicola Adams.
Nicola Adams. She has so many accolades. She wrote a book, a biography called Believe. She's there's one thing that she told me. She's knighted. She's knighted. I'm like, what's that?
Oh, nice.
Like, she goes, I'm designing my crest. Like, she's called the Lioness. So if they ever go to war, she can have people fight under her, like King Arthur tournament. I was like, what?
Wow, like she'd have her own flag on the battlefield?
Yes!
No way!
Yes! It's dope! And like on my interview, like you see the Queen giving her the award, and she's the only female boxer. Like there's others, other UK fighters, can't remember their names, I think.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
I think Han got knighted too, I think, or Kazaki. Or maybe
how come we can't get knighted? Well, I mean, we don't need anything.
Yeah, they can be president.
That's true. Well, they don't even want to go to the White House because God forbid what Trump will do.
No one wants to be president. But are we almost there?
Yeah, almost there. But now 4 minutes, so we can keep going. But no, just she's fighting this week. I mean, she only has 3 fights, professional fights. She has 2 gold medals. The only reason why she wanted to go pro, I go, why'd you go pro after you won your first gold medal? She goes, I wanted to win a second gold medal, then I'll go pro.
Wow, that's pretty badass.
And she won it, and then she got an award by the Queen again. And the Queen apparently loves boxing.
Really? That's crazy.
I was like,
that's an interview.
I go,
imagine.
I go, dude, does she just sit in the palace with her dogs and drink tea? Like, imagine watching Sky Sports.
Yeah, I know. Imagine interviewing the Queen about some boxing stuff.
I would die.
Imagine asking the Queen, what do you think about Canelo Triple G, the rematch?
Ah, dude.
Man.
I'm curious if she even knows any, like, American fighters. Because she obviously knows UK fighters.
Yeah. That would be an interview. Yo, Queen, I want to interview. So fly me out.
I did tell Nick, I go, why don't you invite her to your fight? She's like, I can't. I'm like, of course you can.
Yeah,
she awarded you. And
she could say no.
Yeah.
But what if she rolls?
I was like, who knows? I'm like, you never know who she.
True.
I mean, she could be like a Canelo lover and we don't even know.
That's very true. That's true. But you know, that's kind of crazy how little respect.
Hold on to your niggas.
That we have for like women's boxing. I didn't even know Nicola was a 2-time gold medalist.
Yeah.
But I knew Rigondeaux was. I knew Lomachenko was. I know Delfino Stevenson wants to say is a 3-time gold medal.
Yeah.
But
no, this is a female boxer.
Female boxing, yeah.
Yeah, and this song.
Hey.
Oh. I'm like, if whoever knows this, you know what we're talking about.
Whoa. Man, we
Oh my God, I
trips.
love this song.
Start beating.
Loving you on my mind. This is what we do.
All right, guys, we're getting closer. I could smell the horses, so we're definitely getting closer to Robert's spot.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, here we go, karaoke. She's Filipino, so you know she's good at this. Oh man, the hair and everything.
Oh, I wish I was a Beyonce fan.
The light?
Yeah.
A little circle light?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get one of those.
Hey, that's a good call.
I'm gonna be.
That's a really good call.
Loma had that. You see that?
The
with
clamp with the
with
light?
the green, the green light.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna borrow that.
The Matrix has entered.
All right, guys, we're rolling up, so we're gonna let you go, but we will be having the Modest workout. I'll probably do that live on my channel as well.
Me too.
And
tune in, Cynthia Conti.
Tune in to Cynthia's channel, Cynthia Conti.
And also watch all my interviews on ringtv.com or Ring Digital YouTube channel, please, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit the like button. Someone just asked what we thought about what's the kid's name? I can never pronounce his name.
Mungia?
Mungia, yeah. Yeah, no, we talked about him earlier. Love the kid. Love the kid.
Love him.
He's gonna be the real deal. Start watching him now.
You know, the only person that was saying you need to watch this kid, Steve Kim. He calls him the Mexican tornado.
No, he's definitely reminiscent of like Triple G. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of a more boxing disciplined like Margarito. He was really, really good. Well spoken too, good kid. All right, guys, we're pulling up to Robert Garcia's gym. If you
imagine though,
you see it here.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there it is. See, RBGA. He has a little stamping. Yeah, so we're gonna park. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it, and we will. Yeah, it's a bad name.
Oh, there's Marcos.
Marcos just got here.
Go.
So, all right, we will be in talk with you soon. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Sign off.
Are you parking?
Say bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye, guys. Talk to you later.
Mommy.